Today we are visiting Edinburgh, and since I was in Glasgow, people were saying, "Come to Edinburgh, come to Edinburgh. You will see that Edinburgh is more beautiful." And I said, "Okay, let me start my car. My baby push here. Let's go to Edinburgh." We got to Buchan bus station, and Edinburgh bus comes every 15 minutes. I was so surprised when they said that going from Edinburgh to Glasgow, to and fro is £10. I was like, oh, people are enjoying life. You cannot get such amount in England, London to be precise. You should be expecting to pay like £20 upwards. People are really enjoying in Glasgow, in Scotland. So I said to my baby, you can climb it. Oh, yeah, climb the mountain. Let's go and sit down. We need to sit at the front so we can be seeing everything that is happening on the road. Because we don't live in Scotland, we live in England. So we need to see everything possible. So we moved to the front and sit down there. And the driver left. So from Glasgow, Scotland to Edinburgh is about 1 hour, you know 20 minutes or 40 minutes drive, and inside the bus they've got charger to charge your phone just in case you ask question. And they were saying "Ngenge," and then that type of language they speak with the back of their tongue that you hardly understand what they are saying. Finally we landed Edinburgh bus station, and you know what, we had already booked for the city sites tour. And guess what, guys? I booked for the red bus. I never knew they had three different buses. They had the red one, they had the green one, they had the blue one, I think. And if you are traveling to Edinburgh and you want to hop on this bus, please go straight and pay for the green one, because the green buses will take you around, including where the red buses and the blue buses are going. But the red buses goes a different way. I think it goes to the old town, while the other one goes to a different place. But the green buses goes all the way around. It touches every stop that both the red one and the blue one goes. Okay, so now we are touring the city of that is the blue bus. We are touring the city of Edinburgh. And something that is very, very interesting, in as much as Edinburgh is older than Glasgow, as I was told, I noticed that Edinburgh has modern buildings more than Glasgow. Glasgow maintained the historical buildings and everything history, in the past. Dated so many times in the past, you can still find such building, even in Edinburgh, but it is more in Glasgow. Edinburgh is trying to modify a lot of things. And you know what? I also noticed that Edinburgh is small. They are very, very small. Everything is centered at the city. This is the castle. I was not able to climb to this castle because I've got a baby. It is not easy to climb with a pushchair. And the boy is weighing 17 kg. I cannot back him to climb this. Otherwise, I will not be able to have a second baby because my waist should be gone. So I just sit and watch it from the bus, and we continue. When you are traveling with a child, there are a lot of things you cannot enjoy, but that is the sacrifice. This is the city of Edinburgh, looking so yummy, yummy. I feel like eating it, so clean, just like England, everywhere is clean. So the people of Edinburgh too is so nice. They were so nice and friendly. But it looks like I've fallen in love with Glasgow. I'm being honest. So this monument here, they said you can climb it if you want to, but me, I have a baby. I cannot climb it. Some adventures are not for me at the moment. So we toured around the city on this city sightseeing bus. And you know what? After this, I decided to go to other places because there was a story I had that made me say I must have to come to Edinburgh first before thinking if I should go to Aberdeen. I heard that story on the news about a little dog called Bobby or so that refused to go home after the owner died. They said the little dog always go to the burial ground where the owner had been buried. Okay, and they said this little dog only leaves the burial ground 1 p.m. every day. As I was talking, I saw these two black people. They are the only black people I had seen at this moment. And I was like, oh, it looks like they have more black people in Glasgow. This is the only black people I had seen for now. If you doubt me, oh yeah, look, another set is coming. Did you see any black person there? Maybe I will see later, but for now, I have just seen two black people in Edinburgh. So as I was saying before, this little dog only leave the burial ground 1 p.m. every day to go and look for food. And after that, it's gonna come back to the burial ground. And they said after the little dog died, they also had to bury the little dog on the same burial ground where the master was buried. So, and I said, anytime I visit Scotland, I must go to Edinburgh to see for myself. And guys, I saw it. This is where they buried Bobby and the owner. One thing is that Oyibo people always marvels me because the way they keep history. Do you know that people come here every morning to drop flour for this Bobby, for this little dog? Because what he did when the owner died, it was, they couldn't explain it. And this happened way back as at 1872. They maintained it up to this moment. I know back in my country when our bingo die, what we do is not what I want to say now. But you know what? Life goes on. Everyone with their culture. And after here, I went straight to the museum, the National Museum of Scotland in Edinburgh. And this museum is incredible. It's very, very beautiful. Look at the artifact. Look at the building. It is so beautiful, so nice. They've got a lot of things. It was in this museum that I saw, the movie Charlotte. All those type of clothes they wore in that movie. I saw it here. They preserved it here. All those. I think that people before us were very modest and decent with their dressing, because what you will find here, there is nowhere you can wear all this and you'll be showing your aladodinezi. It is not possible. Aladodinezi with this type of cloth I'm seeing here. It is not possible for your cleavage to be showing. Look at it now. Look at this one. So here you find a lot of clothes they wore back then. It was beautiful. I also saw the one that looks like wedding gown. In my mind, I was like, is it for special occasion or kifa na who are on the road? Maybe it is meant for people, in the palace and all that. But all the way, it looks so decent and it is nice. So after here, I walk down to this section where you will find, different means of transportation they used back then. And look at this goat. I begin to wonder who brought the Ewibo here. Is this goat not from my country? Why would they bring it here? So after this place, I went down to University of Edinburgh. So from these streets, you walk down to University of Edinburgh. So when I got there, I found out they did not have, just a building where they call University of Edinburgh. They have faculty by faculty. I think this place is Department of Psychology or so. The other one is that of Health. So this is how the University of Edinburgh looks like. The entire environment here is University of Edinburgh. So if you are planning to come to University of Edinburgh to study, this is what the environment looks like. Very, very calm, beautiful, nice people. Just like Glasgow University. So at this point, we were tired and we need to go back to Glasgow. We need to go to Cosmo and have our dinner. Bye.